Hello everyone, this is NKZStryker Nathan, and welcome back to Age of Empires 2. I am bringing you another CBA matchup. I wasn't actually planning to do this, but I played a CBA match, and this one was a pretty good one. Because this may look like 4v4, but in reality, I will tell you that it won't be a 4v4 for long. So, I am playing as the Celts. My teammates are the Goths here, the red and Goths, green, who is playing as the Mongols, and grey, who is playing as the Koreans, and we're up against the Franks, the Saracens, the Mayans, and the Spanish. So this is quite a tough team to beat, because obviously the Goths can only really attack the archers, the plumed archers, but they do get owned by the Franks and the Saracens because they both do melee damage, and they are a ranged unit as well. So Goth's looking up to be in a pretty bad position right now, because he's got these guys banging on his gates, and that is not very, very good. What am I doing? I'm trying to get some raises. Obviously, obviously you get raises, you get villagers once you get raises, and the number of raises you need for villagers depends on the civilization you are. So, for example, the Mayans, I believe they only need to get one raise to get 2 villagers, and yeah. I don't know how many raises the Celts get, but never mind. Here we go. Conquistadors coming in here, doing what damage they can. Obviously, they do 16 attack, and that is pretty decent, because 16 attack is a huge amount for any kind of unit to do, really, to be honest. And my elite Woad Raiders got shredded, absolutely. But Elite Mangudai coming in here. Elite Mangudai do own these Elite Throne Axemen, but Elite Mamelukes coming in here as well, and these Mangudai are going to get owned, because Mamelukes, as we all know, they are a anti-cavalry cavalry. That means they have extra attack bonuses against cavalry units. That includes the cavalry archers as well. So they are pretty deadly against green here, and grey has just resigned because, well, he doesn't think we can win this. So, yeah, it looks like we're going to be pretty screwed. This has just become a 4 versus 3. And, yeah, this is looking pretty bad for my team. And the Huskars here are trying to do what damage they can. I've said that lots of times already. But these Goths, these Huskars, aren't going to do very much damage at all. I mean, look. They have 9 PS armor here, but only 1 standard armor. And these Elite Throne Axemen, like I said before, they do melee damage. They will absolutely shred these Huskars. And now, yeah, Red said this was a useless game, go back. And I was kind of agreeing with him. And Red has just resigned because he knows that, well, he thinks that we can't do this. So now it's just me and Green here. It's just us two against a fairly hard to beat opponent. Well, 4 fairly hard to beat opponents here, and Elite Mamelukes coming in as well, just doing what damage they can do. I've said that too many times. I will try and not say that very much. But Elite Woad Raiders, okay, they are pretty fast. They do have 80 hit points, but they don't have very much armor, like as the same with the Huskars. Although they do have less pierce armor as well. But they do have a decent amount of hit points. But this isn't really going to help if it's just me now here. This has become a 4 versus 1. It's just me. It is just me. Now, you might think that I would resign at this point, but I'm not going to resign, because I have a plan up my sleeve. I have a trick up my sleeve. I have plenty of things up my sleeves, because once they finish off these gates, once they finish off just getting their raises, because why not? And I'm just continuing with my raids because I'm a Woad Raider, hence the name, if you see there. But really, the main focal point is here. I think I'm going to get the raises here, but the main focal point is here for maybe the next 20 minutes or so, because this is when I come back. What they're doing now is they are just feeding me. Feeding is when you send your units to another guy's base, and basically they get killed really quickly. Obviously here we've got 4 castles, 4 bombard towers, and 4, okay, now 2 other towers here, just completely owning it up. Completely owning it up. And in CBA, kills, the number of kills you get is so important. The more kills you get, the better your hero will be. Obviously you start off with the Archers of the Eyes, but then you get to the Genghis Khan and the Super Genghis Khan, which is absolutely hilariously OP. But for now, how many kills do I have? I already have 100 kills, and nobody else has 100 kills. For example, Orange here, he's only got, okay, he's got 9 kills. That's quite decent. But pretty soon, I'm gonna get so many kills because they will just start feeding me like the Cookie Monster. Yeah. I am gonna get so many kills from this because what else can I do, really? To be honest, they can't just wait for me because they can't just. They're all in the feudal age, so they can't get any like rams out because, well, they're not in the castle age yet. So they do have a blockade here. I'm just going to speed things up because this will be quite slow. Mamluks will get shredded by castle fire. They only have 1 pierce armor, and they are going to go down to Chinatown. And that is bad news for yellow. It's going to be bad news for teal very soon because these conquistadors, sure, they have 3 pierce armor, but with all these guys, with all these things firing down upon them, they won't stand a chance. Obviously, it looks like there's plenty of units to destroy, come on, at least 1 castle, but they aren't really focusing down on castles really, apart from yellow here. Teal looks like he's just really interested to get these raises and just to take down these towers as quickly as possible to get easy raises. He's already got how many villages? He's got 2 villages right now. Okay, 4 villages right now, and he is starting to come in here and just bombard it up. Really, maybe have a blockade of bombard towers to stop me from getting out of my base. But right now, I already have the first hero, the Archers of the Eyes. And that is good news for me, because they have fed me to like 275 kills now, and that is pretty good. So they are just continuing to feed me, and that is great news for me, because I'm just getting more and more powerful. I'm already in the castle age, so that means I can just get some upgrades, like, well, any important upgrades, like bodkin arrow, iron casting, the archer armors, and the other iron casting, yep, and the other armor which I've forgotten, but that's fine. Yeah, I've forgotten it like the Forgotten Empires, but that's fine. Blue here has been very cheeky here. What is he doing? Well, he's standing on the foot of my castle, and because I don't have murder holes yet, I'm just researching ballistics. I can't use this castle to take down these elite thrown axemen. I have to use another castle by its side to do that, and that is what I'm trying to do very shortly. Yeah, you see some arrow fire coming in here. Yeah, no, okay, never mind. Forget about that. Oh, it's just because I'm focusing down on the guys here, because they're actually further away from my castle. But never mind, that's just small stuff. But look, now I've got Robin Hoods. Now I've got 525 kills. That is pretty impressive, actually. I have to tell you that. That's quite impressive. I'm just going to speed things up a little more. And, yeah. They are just feeding me. I'm getting more and more powerful. I've got the second hero, the second archer. Robin Hoods are great. They're great archers. They have twice as many hit points as the Archers of the Eyes. And they do pretty decent damage as well for an archer unit. Oh, they are the hero though. And now Teal is bombarding it up. Like I said before, he is creating blockades of bombard towers, and that is going to stop me from getting out of my base and basically wreaking havoc on their bases. Because with this sort of wall of bombard towers, it's going to be pretty hard for my guys to deal with this. And yeah, it's not looking grim for me, but it looks, the chances of me actually the chances of me winning here may look quite slim, but I assure you it won't look very slim very soon. They do have this numbers advantage. I mean, they're totally the numbers advantage. Number one, my good dudes are getting killed so often, but and number two, I'm just creating the guys so slowly. But I do have Heralds now, and Heralds are they're such a great unit. They are basically a berserk. Well, the skin is a berserk, but they run faster. They're also a ranged unit actually as well, so they do pretty good damage. Look, I mean, look at that. That's badass. It's badass, man. And Heralds also completely own against any unit which has a high PS armor but no armor, no normal armor. So they're pretty good against rams, and that is very important in the later stages of the game, where rams just come in all the time, so frequently. But now I'm in the Imperial Age. Now I'm starting to get some more black upgrades. Treadmill Crane obviously increases my villager building speed, and chainmail armor. I'm pretty sure that's a castle wage upgrade, but never mind. I will get plate mail armor very shortly. So right now, I'm still getting tons of kills right here, and that's amazing, because these kills will be so crucial for me to really just come back here. I mean, these Heralded Riders absolutely own these Archers of the Eyes. The only problem is they do have lots of them, and well, strength in numbers kind of wins here in strength. But obviously this is all down to kills. The number of kills I get is going to be so much more than the number of kills they get collectively. And when you think about that, there are 4 players I'm fighting against, and collectively they get like X amount of kills, and then as an individual player they get like X divided by 4 number of kills. That's some lovely maths there for you. So what have I got now? Well, I've got I'm doing pretty well. I've got Blast Furnace, I think, which is pretty good. I've also got Fura Celtica, which means that my siege weapons will be a lot more resistant to basically everything. But I don't have any siege weapons right now because... Do I have any villagers? Wait. I don't have any villagers because they all got killed, so that's bad news for me. The only way I can get villagers is to raise, and that means I have to raise these bomber towers. And with all these units here, it looks like it's going to be pretty hard for me to do so. But never fear, Charles is here! Yeah, Charles Martels are basically elite thrown axemen, but super elite thrown axemen. Look how much HP they've got! Okay, they do the same amount of damage as the Heralds, but they do have more HP. They do have... Okay, they don't have the same... more armor. Yeah. They do have more range though. But nevertheless, they are still a really great unit to take down buildings and basically anything else really here. Archers of the Eyes, so many Archers of the Eyes, and a few conquistadors, but they will go down to Chinatown so quickly. Now, I just wanted to see when I make my move, because I've completely forgotten, and I'm sure you're all buzzing about it. You're all so hilarious. You're just laughing. You're just 11ing so much. You're fools. So I want to see when I make my move. So it does look like I'll do something very quickly, shortly here. They've got so many Archers of the Eyes. It's so hilarious to watch. But then you'll see how much difference it makes with these Charleses here. And we'll just speed things up. It looks like I'm going in for the kill. Look how many Charleses I've got, Martels. And these guys are going to completely wreck these bomber towers. They're going to wreck everything in their path because they're just so powerful against these Archers of the Eyes. They don't stand a chance. Look at them. They're just going down easily. Sure, I've got so many bomber towers just firing down on me, but that won't stop me from destroying everything that's in my path. because I'm also sending out all my other guys, my elite warrior raiders, to act as like a sort of a meat shield. So that's 1 down, 2 down, 3 down very soon, maybe 3, come on, 3 down, and 4 bomber towers down. So now I've got 6 villagers. That is pretty good. 6 villagers, I could build stuff with them, and I could continue destroying these things, and get more villagers, and basically just expand my base to its full glory again. But I kind of lost my momentum, whereas because they've got so many units, their momentum is just, it's non-stop momentum really. But I've just lost my momentum because I don't have enough units. I've only got powerful units, but there's not many of them. And they still got this blockade here, which I haven't really destroyed. I mean, sure, look how many bodies there are on the floor, or skeletons now. But yeah, I've already got Genghis Khans. I've got more than 1,000 kills in that route right now, and that is pretty good news for me. But I still don't have the numbers advantage, and to be honest, I will never get that numbers advantage because this is a 4 versus 4. I mean 4 versus 1 anyway. So it's going to be pretty hard for me to actually break out of this prison and take over the world. Really. Now, the front line is here. I'm building my dudes. I'm building my stuff out back here. And that is good news for me because I'm just expanding my base. Or at least trying to expand my sort of territory. But there are just so many of them. And I must say that Orange is actually a pretty good player. He's already got Robin Hoods. And yeah, nobody else has Robin Hoods for now. And yeah, what can I say? I'm ready to get some siege workshops because I can get the capped rams, then I can upgrade that to siege rams. And because of the Celts, I get awesome siege, and that's going to be pretty good news for me. And yeah, that should be pretty good news for me. That's already, yeah. There's not really much I can say now, apart from the fact that at this moment in time, I really should be pushing my advantage to the limit. But there's just so many guys here. There's just so many guys. I can't really deal with them, really. Even with these super powerful Genghis Khans, I can't really fight them. I can't really fight all of them at once. And these trebuchets are going to be so annoying for me, because Genghis Khans obviously are a cavalry archer. They're an archer. They do pierce damage. And look how slowly this trebuchet goes down. Even with this 29 attack these Genghis Khans do. So I'm just sending my elite road raiders down here to do some damage, just destroy those as quickly as possible. It worked, but yeah, this siege workshop going down. Another trebuchet by Teal here, but maybe my bomber tower will do some work. No, it's just continuing to destroy this other bomber tower. But never fear, my elite road raiders are also here. Now, at this time, I kind of regret not just saving up some martels, because they will be so crucial against rams, and rams. Capped rams right now, elite martels. Charles martels completely own rams. Genghis Khans don't really that much, to be honest. So that's why I'm creating some knights to deal with these rams that are coming in here, and they're going to be destroying my stuff. So that's bad news for me. And they've still got this here. I've pushed them back to sort of this place, but on the other hand, they are just getting more and more powerful. At this point in time, it seems like I've reached my maximum sort of point. Obviously, I can go for the Super Genghis Khan, the Horde of Genghis Khan, but I still need 500 more kills for now. And these siege rams are going to come in and they'll be destroying my things. I've got a Charles Martel here stuck in this bomber tower for some reason with a villager. That's a bit strange. But here, this Charles Martel is going to do some work on this siege ram. and they'll go down pretty quickly. But it is lagging quite a lot because there are about 1,000 units on screen. This is a CBA, so what can you expect? CBA hero as well. And for now, it looks like I've really lost my advantage right here because I've lost my momentum. They've still got their momentum because obviously there's 4 of them. And pretty soon, if I don't start doing anything, they are going to get Genghis Khans as well, and it's going to be like fighting 4 of me. And that, my friends, is not a place you want to be. But for the time being, there's nothing for me to do now, really, to be honest. They are just advancing in, destroying my things. I'm kind of torn between fighting them and staying back and letting them feed me again, so then I can get the Super Genghis Khans, the Horde of Genghis Khan. I don't have enough siege to deal with this siege either. Like I said before, Genghis Khans don't do very much damage against these siege rams. They do decent damage, but anyway, that's just due to their good attack. But yeah, I don't have the numbers advantage, I don't have the siege advantage anymore, so it's looking like it's going to be in favour of my opponents, my 4 opponents, right now, and that is pretty bad actually. I've got these Genghis Khans at the back here, which I've just forgotten, like, yeah, that's pretty bad. It looks like I'm going to lose this actually, but, yeah, I'm going to lose this, but that wasn't the point of this video. The point of this video was to show you that if you are in a CBA hero match, and if your teammates have just all resigned because they don't think they can win, just stick in there, because you never know what will happen. Maybe your opponents will just feed you like the way they fed me, and maybe you'll get to get really good heroes, and maybe you might push your advantage to the limit, destroy them, and actually just win. Because that, my friends, can happen. I haven't actually seen it happen before, but it can happen. I assure you it can happen. I'm just a very bad player, to be honest. But yeah, if you're, don't despair. If you're in a 4 versus 1, don't despair. Never fret. Don't panic, because it might work out to your favour. Although it didn't work out to my favour, but it was a pretty awesome match here, and I completely dominated. Okay, the score says I dominated, but I am going to lose this one. But I am pretty proud of it, because I've stuck in here for so long after my 3 other teammates just resigned. I am going to be defeated, but there we go. So yeah, what else can I do now? These siege rams are just rolling into my base, destroying everything. Orange is a pretty damn player, actually. I don't know if anybody has hows yet. No, they don't. Not yet. I think blue is actually it's actually population caps. And yeah, okay. Orange does have hows right now, and I am going to die. But this has been a glorious, glorious way to do so. I feel like a hero for doing this. I feel like a hero for showing you that there is still hope for you. So, like I said before, if you feel like you're not going to win this because, well, for whatever reason, then don't actually resign, because even though it's a 4 versus 1, you might still win this. They might just feed you, they might make you so powerful, and you might actually just do this. You might just bring this back. Yeah, what can I say about this? So, I have been NKZStryker Nathan. I do hope that you have enjoyed this, and that you have learned something today, because I certainly sure have learned something when I played this game, because this was a pretty good match. Yeah. And, yeah, good game. Well played, everyone. And, I'll see you next time, viewers. Goodbye.